Well, good morning, everybody, again. This is Ivan and
Jana.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, and yourself.
Oh, I got a problem.
What's your problem?
It's my nose.
What's wrong with your nose?
I got a nose problem.
What's the matter?
I'm curious to know what you're going to do today.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paint a sailboat.
Okay.
And guess what it's called?
Yes,
just guess.
Guess. I don't know.
It's named after you.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm
wow,
going to name it after you. Yep.
Oh, well, let's get with it.
All
I got to see.
Okay, so
what are you going to do first?
Well, I'm going to draw
a pencil.
I do. And I think it's like a 4B or 5B or something.
Is that your favorite?
Oh, it's up there.
Okay, all right, let's see.
All right, so I'm going to draw this. What's that? What did you say? Did I miss that? I hope so.
No,
I'm going to start.
A boat after me.
A boat after you.
So
it's going to be a little bit of a tilt here.
That must be a sailboat.
Yeah, it's going to be a sailboat.
Wow. A boat after me.
Yeah, I'm going to do a boat after you.
Remember, all boats used to be women's names.
Did they?
Yeah.
And the water's going to come down just like that. All I want to do is just put the general idea about how it's going to go. It's a little bit on a tilt. Okay. And then I got to put It's
listing.
Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah. Boats list.
Oh, you know about sailboats. I don't know anything about sailboats. I don't know anything about sailboats. And then I'm going to put, this is you right here.
Okay. Well, look at that. Am I going to have my sou'wester or not?
I'm going to put you just over here.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
All right. All right. And we're going to do that like that. And then we're going to put somebody sitting here. I'm just putting this very, very lightly in here.
All right.
I should probably do a whole lesson of doing people, but...
Oh, yeah, I don't even go down that road.
Don't you?
Nope.
Well, it's not difficult to do.
Oh, yes, it is.
Isn't, you know.
I don't draw well.
Oh, don't you?
No. I remember when we first started playing Pictionary. Oh, not fear, you're an artist. Well, they couldn't make out what I was drawing.
That's all I'm going to do.
All right.
Because I'm going to do the sail a little bit after. But actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the painting of the people first. So I'm going to take, this is going to be in Gamboge.
Oh, are you?
I am.
You're putting everything
Ivan, I am. I do have a yellow slicker. Oh yeah, I know you have a hat.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yes, I have slicker.
Good.
Oilskins, we used to call them.
Is that what they... Now, I want you to see what I'm going to do with this, because this is really neat. I'm going to make a little negative shape here. Look at this. Isn't that clever?
Oh, that's the railing.
Oh, you're good. So we're going to put the collar up. We're going to just make this a little bit bigger.
I used to have a sailboat, you know.
Oh, good.
16-footer.
Did you have that?
In Lake Ontario. Nothing like that. It was nothing like salt water.
No,
you can't beat
salt water. Okay, so now this, I'm going to, for the shading, I'm going to use a little bit of raw sienna here.
Okay.
So that'll do, because that's just
shading,
that's a toned
So
yellow.
where's the light coming from? Up there in the right top corner.
Yeah, that's right. So
I'm upside down, folks, you know. Not that I'm standing on my head.
Believe me, he often is. Okay, here's a little bit of dark, a little bit of a no name color, kind of just for the hat. Did you notice I cleaned my palette off?
I knew there was something different here today.
Yeah, right. New palette, new
wow.
cleaning. Yeah, I know, really. I just want that a little darker.
I see you added some paint in there. Some fresh paint.
I did. I have to do that now and then. This is... So I'm very conscious of... there's a little bit of... I take permanent red. That's good. Okay, and this guy, I'm going to put him in a red jacket.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Any of your kids got red jackets?
Grandkids.
Okay.
I don't know about my kids these days. They're all grown up.
Imagine.
Yes, my 16-foot sailboat. It was a fantastic boat.
What was it?
It would go right over on the side, and water would come in on the side, but it would not tip. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could tip it. I remember I had my father-in-law down in Oshawa Harbor one night. And I knew I sailed enough in the thing to know that it would go right over on the side, water start coming in, and then the rudder would come out of the water. It was so tipped over so far. Oh, you had barely hardly any water, or the rudder was hardly in the water. And he was having a panic attack. We're going to tip up, we're going over.
I am using burnt sienna for my shaded color there.
Okay.
I'll put a little hat here on it.
Got to keep telling them what you're doing.
Yeah, I got to tell them, yeah. So they know. So there he is there. He's just going to look over this way. And we'll just put a little bit of dark, just to pull that down. Okay, that'll...
Is it back on?
Yeah. Alrighty, so now the other guy, I think we're going to put an orange slicker on the head.
Alright,
it makes it nice and colorful.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah. But this is you, definitely. I can tell you anywhere.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It's strange. You recognize people by their walks.
Oh, yes. Don't you, though?
When we used to walk to school in Glen Margaret, of course, you know, every community had a school. You walked. No such thing as buses in school, snow days. You walked to school. Yeah. Rain, shine, snow, sleet, hail. And David Morash. We all knew David Morash from a distance. If you couldn't make out, you know, you could see this form. Yeah. We used to call him Jumping Jack. Because, you know, when he walked, he had a spring.
Yeah.
And he would be up and down. So, how did you recognize me? I'm not walking there.
No, but you're just standing there. I know how you stand.
You do.
I should have put your arms folded. Look at you.
Look.
Okay, we'll just put a little bit of color in there, and then in the front of
wow.
Again, I'm going to use burnt sienna for my shading color. Just under here. I like it to do it while it's still damp.
Yeah.
Because it'll bleed in nicely, you know.
Well.
There they are. I'll probably go over them to get a little bit darker later on. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just do a little bit of, it's a white boat.
Oh, it's a white, all right.
It's a white boat, so I'm going to put a bit of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue here. Just lightly, very like skim milkish. Just on the side here.
This that's a nice curve there.
A nice curve, yeah. And then there's this.
That's the stern.
That's the stern. And
or transom.
I'm going to put a name in it, but not just yet. I'm going to keep you guessing there, Ivan.
Well, you already told me.
I know, but it's,
I'm
not guessing. It's just that I can see
if I can spell it.
Well,
you just said after me. You didn't tell me if it's, you know, Ivanhoe or Ivan the Terrible.
Ivanhoe. I never thought of that. I thought, oh my gosh, it's just going to have to be Ivan. Ivan Fraser, because that's how you own it. I thought, but Ivanhoe would be cute. That'd be really, really nice. Okay, now what I do, when I'm doing white, these white sails are going to be white.
Okay.
When I do white, I generally take the three primary colors, and I just kind of put them out. So I'm going to take ultramarine blue here, like a little of this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take a little bit of my permanent rose over here. That gorgeous color.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then I'm going to take a little gamboge.
Can you imagine if we didn't have color?
Oh, well, it wouldn't be nice. Maybe I'm going to take raw sienna instead. Now that'll be better.
For what?
These are for the sails. Wait till you see what I'm going to do.
That's a white sail.
Yep. And
right.
Yep, it's a white sail. But wait till you see how it works.
All right.
So I'm going to take my flat brush now. My really, really good friend, my brand new brush. Yeah. Okay?
What, brand new?
It's a brand new brush.
When did you get that?
Oh, I got this the other day.
Yeah?
I did. I went down to the art college.
Did you use it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and here I thought I'd be the first one.
Now, see, they're just picking that up, so I'm going to go like here. I'm going to just...
That's the mast.
That's the mast. And that goes right out.
Or the spar.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this, and I'm going to do...
You're a brave woman.
I'm going to mix... Experienced, really.
Well, that's wet.
Yeah, I want it wet.
Good for you. Okay.
So a little bit more pink.
I like that bellow in the sail.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So that we got there.
Well.
I know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder why you get up in the morning. So, okay, this is the other side going over here. I don't know. What are these?
The jib.
Is that the jib?
Yeah.
I don't even know what they are, but I just like sailboats.
The foresails that you, and those great big balloon ones.
Oh, that's a spinnaker.
Yes,
Oh,
you got it. You spin
oh,
it.
thank you. Yeah. What I'm doing in skim milk consistency.
Yeah.
I am putting these in just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the water.
All right.
I'm going to do the water, but I'm also going to do the sky. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave that just for a little bit because I don't want it to bleed into the sail too much.
Right.
So I'm going to take ultramarine blue, a little bit of ultramarine blue, a little bit of Prussian as well. I'm going to make it a little bit on the green side. Very wet. I'm working with this skim milk consistency just to kind of start it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Ta-da-da.
Did you know the Connors down in Glenragh and Mosher's Island?
Yeah.
Hal Connors?
Yes, I did.
They had a beautiful sailboat.
Did they?
And Donald Wilson and I, of course, Donald and I would boat a lot. And
I just need to, not to...
Okay.
I tell you why I'm just holding off, because right now I want to show people how I'm just going to do these brushstrokes.
Right.
How the water goes. Like, this is, I call this almost like a feather stroke. It's barely covering it.
And you have to have the white caps.
You do. And so I'm going to just kind of leave those, and over here there's going to be some, but I want you to see what I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm kind of doing this wristy stuff. Okay.
I know, I get carried away with stories.
No, tell me, your story.
Donald and I wrote one evening in Connors. He had a speedboat, and everybody in boating is friendly. They all wave to each other. And
oh, sure they do. You don't even have to know who they are, but they
Connors were coming in, and it was a gentle north wind, and it was warm and sunny. And the spinnaker was just gorgeous, and they were coming in showing the beautiful spinnaker, and we went around them, and then we waved, and they waved, and we thought, we spun around them again, and we waved some more, and they're waving more, and then we looked, and they were waving. They were with their hands motioning us, get away from here, because the spinnaker was just full, and there was barely enough wind to keep it full. And us speeding by around in circles would rock the boat and knock the wind out of the spinnaker, and it would collapse.
Oh, no.
And they were putting on this big show coming in. Well, we felt like sheep. we got out of there in a hurry.
I bet you did.
Anyway, we didn't knock the wind out of the spinnaker. That was me.
Oh, that's funny. Now what I'm going to do is I'm starting to increase the pigment in that wet area.
You got to be a little trail there where the boat just passed. There's a little foam.
You're going to be... I'll take your spinnaker out. No.
You're going to knock the wind out of my sails.
I'll knock the wind out of your sails. I usually like to darken it at the bottom.
I know, me too.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it just gives a nice lead in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that on this side.
My water is always dark on the bottom. And the same with the sky is darker at the top.
Yes, and that's what it just gives that sense of distance, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. This is fast one.
Yeah, it works out quite quickly.
You don't have to worry about those edges outside. You're going to mat that.
Well, that's true. Oh, that's right. You're a framer, aren't you? You know those things. He's a very good framer, folks, in case you don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the very best.
Oh,
in fact, I was thinking about that. You are. You're very good. And you're reasonable. I was telling people that when I take my paintings into you, I mean, I do go over them with you, but I don't have to, really. I'll just say, I haven't framed these.
Yeah, that's the best fun.
Yeah, it is.
When you're trying to pick somebody's brains.
Don't pick mine, there's not enough.
There's not enough there already? Oh, Jan. Do you know, Susan Patterson, I think a couple of times in her life told us what to put on because she had requests from an artist.
Oh, yeah?
But most of the time, she just lets us pick. Well, 99.5. And I've been framing her, since I first started framing. And we had a real compliment.
Well, you do a great job.
She had I hope everybody's watching how you're doing the water. They have to know how the water works.
Yeah, what you kind of do, you have to observe it.
Yeah.
No, you know, like I go down to Peggy's Cove and I look at it, and it won't stay still, you know.
No, I know.
It won't.
You can take a camera.
I do that. Yeah.
But Susan had a show in Chester, and people, she said, they asked her, who did your framing?
Oh.
And then she had somebody.
I'm just going to do this.
All right, there
sky.
comes the sky.
There comes the sky. I'm doing a vertical stroke
Okay,
here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep that vertical stroke because I want that drama.
And then she had somebody bought a painting of hers and it went to BC. And I don't know why it was at a frame shop, but it was. For some reason. I don't know. And they contacted Susan, wanted to know who did her framing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I think unless it was not nice.
No, it was a compliment.
Compliment, yeah.
They wanted to know who did it and where they got the molding, and so those, you can't beat that.
Yeah, where do you get your moldings?
Oh, we have
you must have a lot
4
of people.
main suppliers.
Do you?
Roma and Larson Jewel and Michelangelo, the 3, and Omega.
Michael, does Mike do it still? Michael, yeah. God, you know, I knew him when. You know, I didn't know he framed though. He's a very talented fellow.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. So, Mike, eh? Yeah, there you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the outside.
All right.
In.
That way you're going to have light in the middle, I assume.
A little bit more, yes. But you're right. I like a little bit dark at the top, so I just kind of do that.
That's not as easy to do when you're doing.
No, but don't you? I love a challenge.
Do you?
Oh well.
I can give you a few.
Yeah. Well, you do already.
My mother gave me a few challenges. I gave my mother a few challenges.
I bet.
Oh, poor Mom.
Oh, gotcha. But she's in heaven looking down on you and saying, "What are you doing, you foolish boy?" So it looks. Now I'm probably going to. Isn't that nice?
I don't like those stop parts there on your brush.
What parts?
When you stop in the middle. Oh, I guess it's fading.
Yeah, don't panic, my son.
All right, that's a Newfie expression.
What, my son?
My son, yes.
Yeah.
Don't you just love Newfies?
Oh, I've never met one I didn't think was just wonderful. Cape Bretoners too.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what they are.
They are so good. Now what I'm going to do in here, I'm going to put a little bit of blue right in there.
Cape Bretoners are Newfies.
Cape Bretoners are Newfies?
They imported from Newfoundland.
Is that what they did? Yeah, there is a little something I don't usually
There
do.
you go. Look and see now. That should go right down. That's better. Thank you.
Thank you very much for putting that on to me. I just want to...
Yeah.
I
Get rid of
want
those
this
little
to
blobs.
be mist to do that. Okay. All right. There we are. Wait a minute. We're not through yet. Now I'm going to just
There's no
do...
name on that. There's no name.
I know there isn't yet. I just wanted to get all anticipating. So we need to do... What's this part?
The boom.
Thank you.
Did you know that? You're just testing me.
I was just testing you.
That's a little wet. It's running.
It did.
Get your dabber.
Yeah, there we are.
Little dab will do you. You remember that? Brill cream.
Oh, Brill cream. Yeah, I used to, when I was living in the States, there used to be, I think it was Brill cream, where they did these, like you would be driving along and they'd have, you'd have all these signs. And I remember those.
Brill cream.
And I would be fascinated by that stuff.
And of course now you'd never get away with some of the things they did.
No, probably not.
Yeah, because they were using culture.
Oh yes, probably. Okay, now I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to...
And now it would be unacceptable, so I can't tell you what it was.
No, this is still a bit wet. So I'm going to take some of that water.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I'm going to take... It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's better. I just took some of the water off.
That's the mass.
And a broken line is more interesting than a straight one. Anyway...
I heard that from you before.
Yes, you have. And it drives my... I was putting on my... I was at a workshop, and I was putting on my eyeliner. And one of the women came in.
In a workshop?
Yeah, well, it was an overnighter, and we were all staying there. So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we had this little joke about putting on eyeliner.
Do you know what those are called?
No.
Battens.
Who?
Battens.
Oh, I just did battens. Is there anything on here?
Well, there should be some battens on the main soap.
Oh, the same one too?
Yeah.
Just a few? Like,
Yeah.
would I do it there?
Yeah.
That's good. There we are. Now, I want to put, there'd be some ropes and things, wouldn't there?
That's called stays on the side to hold the
Like
mast
here,
up.
this?
But those are hard to put in.
Well, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
You don't see them.
You don't see them?
You don't.
Oh, can I have just...
You sure you're.
Am I
you're
cheating? I mean,
no, it's not cheating.
I mean, I can't...
But don't forget now. You usually have a cross stay too. You know.
Oh, dear.
You know, like.
It goes in...
Yeah. So the rigging goes from the top of the mast like a.
Would that be straight or... No.
Well, it'd be on an angle.
Oh, would it be an angle?
It would be perpendicular.
With this? It'd be like this?
Perpendicular.
But whereabouts? Where would it go?
Well, yeah, right about there.
Right there. Would it be in the front or behind?
It would be, no, you would see it because.
Would I see it?
Yeah.
I could mess this up. I think.
I know you
maybe
could.
I
just leave it.
I think we'll just leave it. All right. Okie dokie.
I'm
So.
surprised you said you were a sailor and you don't know the parts.
Yeah, that's just. Yeah, I know, but I love doing them. I'm going to put the name on right now.
All right.
I'm going to take. Here it comes, everybody. It's the Ivan V.
Well, look at that.
Isn't that nice?
I'm really impressed. Wow. A ship nailed it after me.
Not only that, but I spelled it right.
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to do a little bit of darks in here. This is a simple little study for people to do.
Yes, now some people may say we talked too much today and we didn't explain enough.
Is that...
I remember what I was going to tell you the other day, or one of those demonstrations back there. Remember I said, talking about my friend Gino, and then I couldn't remember what I was going to tell you.
It's called aging, dear.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I remembered later.
Oh, yeah, that's what happens. That's definitely, yeah, that's what happens.
Now you're going to put the shading in.
I'm just going to do a little bit more here. I'd like
Gino was a pressman, and the guy that taught him said, I'm not telling you a thing. You just have to watch.
Oh, yes. You did say something about
Yes,
that.
and so he said he didn't explain why he was doing anything. I had to watch him. And Gino had, of course, he became a journeyman pressman, which means he had his papers. I didn't. I never had anything. I just did it.
Well, it worked, hon.
Well, it worked, yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I got paid the same as the union guys.
There you go. That's what the bottom line is. You know, it's how much you get at the end of the month.
Matter of fact, I was dreaming about Doug last night. Doug was my favorite
Really?
boss. Doug McCallum.
Oh, really?
He was.
You were dreaming about him.
I was back in the print shop, and I did.
Oh, isn't that?
I know it was crazy. You know, it's funny what you dream. I don't know where the mind comes from. Where these things come from.
Oh, dreams are fascinating things.
Anyway, I was back working at the print shop, even though I was still doing my framing. And apparently, I had left and then came back. And I didn't ask, I just came in and started working. And they said, what are you doing here? I said, well, you're back working. He said, you just can't come and go when you're out of here.
Isn't that funny? And this was in your dream?
Oh yeah, last night. This is really a fact.
This is really a dream.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but Doug.
Put a little dark in here.
Yeah. Doug was tough, but he was good. Tough but fair.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm tough and fair.
Are you? Are you
Yeah.
Tough. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
What are you tough about?
Not very much. Eat your vegetables.
Did you know, speaking of vegetables, there's a woman wrestler in Canada. She's young thing. And she just won the championship. And she's a vegetarian. Or, well, I don't know if vegetarian, but she eats vegetables. Vegetables. And you know what she claims her fame to for winning this championship?
No.
Vegetables and wrestling with boys.
Oh, well, that's loaded. Really?
Yeah, because,
hey, Yeah.
Even my brother-in-law Roy says, "Hey!" Look, she's putting the waves in, folks.
Yeah, we're just putting a little bit in here.
There I go. I have memory loss again.
Okay, you're talking about this wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she said, well, you know, I mean, if you want to run a race, you practice. You have to push yourself beyond the limits.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, my Jessica's a triathlete.
Is that right?
Oh, my goodness, she's Iron Man.
She's an Iron Man?
She's an Iron Man.
She's an Iron Woman.
No, but they don't use that. They don't use those terms. It's generic.
She's an Iron person.
She's an Iron person. Yeah, she's not Iron Man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've
never seen anything. Well, she just did a marathon just the other day.
I don't know why they abuse themselves like that. Never figured it out.
I asked her, I said, Jessica, dear, why do you do it? She says, Mom, I don't know.
Yeah, well. You know? But anyway, you know, like racers, when they're running a race,
yes,
they put weights on their feet just before the race. And then when you take them off, your feet could fly. So by wrestling with the guys who are stronger, it helps her. She's training. Anyway, that's what she claimed.
Wow.
And that's coming better.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think there should be some little more waves at the bottom.
Around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, more defined.
All right then.
You know, like, you know.
Sure then. I will do that. Ivan, if you say so,
I'll
do it.
Yeah, because you're in closer and you got
Well, honey,
movement.
that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some right here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm going to leave that white, though.
Yes, definitely.
Now, watch this.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's it.
There we are. A little bit more defined.
Did you know
Did you hear that, folks? He wants more defined. So
did you know Duchenne Cadillac?
No.
He did amazing marine work. He just passed away a few weeks ago, or a month. He was in Halifax. He was Czechoslovakian.
I like doing the ocean.
And he did.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Thing to do. Let's take a little bit of it. Work those edges just a little bit more.
So there you go, folks. Sail away into the blue.
Sailing into the blue. On the Ivan Fraser.
Yeah, definitely.
What year should we put it on? I mean, we should put a year. Like, is it Ivan Fraser the first, the second, the third?
Oh.
What do you think?
Number one.
Okay, okay. This is the Ivan the Fraser. Are you ready?
Yeah.
In Roman numerals to boot.
Oh yeah.
Kind of warms your heart, doesn't it? I'm just going to put a little dark underneath there.
Okay. That's the shadow under the rail.
That's it, yeah.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
And then he's going to have a little shadow coming from him, you see.
Yeah.
He's going to cast a little shadow there. It's probably going to be a little bit there, a little bit there.
Well, this was a quick one.
What's that, dear?
This was a quick one.
It was a quick one. Too quick, do you think?
No, never.
Okay.
You know, my best ones were usually my quickest.
Yeah, this is, well, we can do some more. Yeah, this.
I taught at a school once.
You taught school?
I taught art at a school.
Oh,
art class.
Great, okay.
I made them do a painting in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's what we had to do at art college.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
You get rid of all the muck. You just go.
Yeah, it was quite something. It was, and you did figure drawing and all that. You had to do it really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite an experience, actually.
Well, that looks good.
Oh, good. I'm prolonging it, you know, because it's so quick.
Well,
Should I put a bird or two in the sky?
should what?
It's bird or two
Oh,
in the sky.
yes, we're going to have Hector.
Look, here comes a couple of Hectors. Ready?
Yeah, Hector and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
They caught some mackerel, you guys.
Did we?
Yep. One over here.
All right.
Just a little one over there. There we go. All right.
Okay. Here
All right,
we go.
and here comes this. Whoops, signature.
Yeah, you nearly blew that.
Right.
Look at that.
Broke it.
Okay.
There we are. Thank you very much, folks.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe to our little channel because we are having an awful lot of fun doing this and we want to continue.
Yes, and it's growing.
It is growing.
Yes,
It is
people
growing.
are commenting and they're liking it, and we thank you and appreciate it.
We sure do.
So we catch you next time.
Take care. Bye-bye.